Let me give it to you. Whatever you need, I got it. You need to know anything you need, just ask and I'll provide. Whatever you want, I got it, got it, got it, got it.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Looking for Love. I'm your host, Trey Kearney. This is my co-host.
Lamar.
We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New U Nation Network YouTube channel. We are here to bridge the gap between Generation X men and women so that we can have healthy relationships without the back and forth gender wars, that we can just simply understand each other. So I'm here with the female perspective, and Lamar's here with the male perspective. And I encourage women to listen to Lamar when he's speaking because he knows what men are thinking. I encourage the men to listen to me because I know what the women are thinking. So we're here. We're gonna bridge this gap. We're gonna have some healthy Gen X relationships. Hey, Lamar, how you doing?
I'm good, Trey. How you doing?
I am excellent. I cannot complain. How was your week?
It's good. Just work. It's a lot of work. Had my mid-year review today. Went good.
Of course.
Business is a little tough, but we'll worry about that next year. This year's good.
That's all right. But you're a good dude, so everything will work out in your favor.
Yeah, always does.
Of course it does. So let's get on with this tonight. So if this is your first time here, let me tell you how the run of show goes so you don't get bored. So first we do our audience questions. We answer our viewers' questions. That is our What Would You Do segment. Then we go to our Let's Sip on That, our celebrity relationship news. Then we go to our Beauty and the Beast segment where we give you a health and wellness tip. And it's just a tip. So here's our disclaimer. We are not doctors and we are not telling you what to do. So before you change anything in your diet, your regimen, your meds, speak to your physician. So, and then we go to our final thoughts and we send you on your way and hope that you'll come back and see us again. So let's get started with our viewers' questions. And we would love for you to put your comments in the chat on what would you do. And if you're enjoying the show, there's a thank you button underneath the screen where you can make a donation, or you can simply just tell us thank you in the comments and we'll put it up on the screen because we love y'all. So let's get to our first question. Oh, shoot. Got my hat on today. I need both hands because my hair is a mess. Let's see. Which you want to go for? You want to just go for it?
Start with the tough one. Let's start with
that. Well, I don't know. Nothing's tough for us. So I've been seeing a guy for a few years now. I met him through a mutual friend and we clicked. We go out to eat sometimes and we sleep together. We are basically friends with benefits. I've expressed to him that I want more, but he's still not turning the corner. He's a great guy, never been married, has 2 teenage sons. He's a great dad. He has a great career, owns his home. Everything's there, and vice versa with me, except I don't have children. I was married for 5 years right out of high school, and it didn't work out. I can't figure out what the holdup is. How long should I wait, or should I just simply walk away? The holdup is he don't want you like that.
Well, he's just not in the season right now because I mean, if you want, it's a thing like this. You started out as friends, and then you want something a little bit more serious. So you're not necessarily in the driver's seat with this situation. So you can't change the rules halfway through the game, So it's like I've had situations like this. So it's just one of those things where you got to let the man figure out that he wants to be with you. Now, if your goal is to be married and that's what you need, then you got to put your timeline together. So, but you guys started out as friends with benefits. Then it moves into now you catch feelings and now you want a relationship. That's not necessarily how the progression goes like that. So he doesn't see any reason to change the situation because it's working in his benefit. But if you truly want to be with him and you are willing to wait, sometimes you got to wait. I mean, you've already been married before. So why is the goal you want to be married? So it's like, what's wrong with the situation now? Is he dealing with other women? Do you want exclusive? So there's a lot of things that y'all need to talk about, what the dynamics of the relationship, and then you can make a decision if you want to stick it out for the long haul or you want to move on.
Ma'am, you're teaching him and you've taught him how to treat you. You went into this thing with friends with benefits. I don't care how many times y'all hear this as women, or we hear this as women. If a man wants you, it doesn't take long for him to decide. Now, you need to express to him that you want something more, and he's still only giving you what he's been giving you. Because in this scenario for him, unless you cut him off sexually and are willing to risk the relationship not being anything, because it's not nothing now. Like, y'all just boning. I mean, it's really not nothing now, unless you're willing to cut him off. Period. Like, okay, we friends, cool. I don't sleep with my friends. I don't sleep with my friends. So you're sending the wrong signals. It's been I've been seeing about a few years.
Few years. So let's just assume 3 years. So I had a situation like this for 2 years, friends, we just kicked it and this and that. Her ex came back and I told her, go pursue it, because I wasn't ready to be with her. I said, you should absolutely. But she was trying to tell me, like, well, I'd rather for it to be you. I was like, well, it ain't going to be me. So you should go do that. And she did. And 3 or 4 months, I was just kind of like, dang, I kind of missed her. So it was kind of that thing back, that I missed her, that kind of made us try the relationship. But I had walked into another relationship. So we didn't really connect till, almost a year later. But then we were together. And it's just it didn't work. But it's just, maybe he has to miss your presence. If you guys are that good together, maybe you need to walk away and you'll see what you mean to him. Maybe he misses you or something like that. If he doesn't, then you got to just be prepared to walk away.
We teach people how to treat us. Period. We teach people. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and is friends with benefits, I have taught that person that is how I value myself, that you can have what you want. And again, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? And he's tested the waters. And I'm not saying, like we said before, there was a woman that married somebody and it wasn't good sex. That's a different scenario. He's tested the waters. You've been with him, around him for 3 years. He knows you have a great career. He knows that you're very single. You don't have any children. You have your own home, because you said vice versa for the situation with him. So he knows everything that you bring to the table. You're allowing yourself to be what it is that he wants you to be. If you want something more, you have to be willing to walk away. You got to let him go so he could grow. A lot of times
I agree.
People, and we get what they give, and they don't ever change because there's no value. There's no loss. Like, I tell the story often. I have this ring. I have this diamond cluster ring, and it is like my favorite ring. Like, it's my favorite ring. And one day I was careless with it and I dropped it. And I don't know. I thought I vacuumed it up. I thought I threw it in the garbage. And I was like so distraught over the ring. I was like, oh my goodness, but I was sitting it down when I washed dishes. At night, I would take it off and sit it somewhere. When I put lotion on my hands, I was just careless with it. Mm-hmm. When it went missing, I realized the value. And one day I was vacuuming under my bed and I saw something shiny. And it was my ring. Like, this is a ring my ex-husband bought me. Listen, it's a nice ring. And that day, I went to Marshall's and I bought this little ring holder. And it's on my dresser. And this happened many, many years ago. That ring holder is on my dresser. And when I take my rings off, they go on that ring holder, because you never value something really until it's gone. So you may want to give this thing a little break. So the next time he call you.
But, you got to be prepared to that bluff, because
it's not a bluff.
Well, I'm just saying she's trying to get him to do something. She doesn't want to leave him. She's going to walk away, supposedly hoping his behavior says, no, baby, I want you to come back. But it may kick up in your face, just like old girl did with Nelly. She's like, oh, we just a little break. And he went and married somebody else. So, just.
And I'm not saying play games with him. I'm saying be honest with yourself. Like, this is not, we old, we Gen X, we 45 and up. This is not playing games. This is not bluffing. This is serious about who you are to say, listen, when he calls and says, come over, listen, I don't think that's a good idea anymore because I've expressed to you that I want something different and I see that you're not ready. So I respect your space. And then just give yourself a little separation. You ain't got to ghost them or start acting funny or nothing. Like we're friends, so the benefits are going away now because I'm going to move on and start looking for somebody who wants what I want. And he's either going to say, good for you, or he's going to think and come back and say, that don't work for me because I don't want nobody else to have you. But he already knows in his mind if he wants you in that capacity as a wife or as his woman. He already knows. He already knows. So it won't take long to find out because he'll be like, oh, okay, well, go pursue that. Like Lamar said, well, all right, see you. Hope everything works out for you. So again, you got to let him go to let him grow, or you have to settle for what you don't want. And I just saw a video with Chrissy, Jim Jones, whatever she is, where she was talking about how she moved. I think she said she moved to Florida. She doing her own thing. So it's on her terms. So he comes and takes her out and all of this other stuff. You know, she's like, marriage is not that important. But marriage was important to you until you knew he wasn't going to do it. So now you're settling. You want a husband, but you want to settle for somebody, or you want to play games with him instead of going to get what you want. And many women do that because they don't realize there's better. There's somebody who will give you what you want if you're willing to let go of what you're settling for.
True.
So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. Right now we're doing our segment, What Would You Do If It Was You? And we want you to answer in the comments. Let's shout out some people. Hey, Y Square 73. What up, Al, our friend? Hey, A Good 24. Hey, Tronny. We see y'all in the building. So we're going to get to our next question. I met a guy on a dating app last month. We are finally meeting face to face. We have incredible chemistry so far. Lots of things in common. Both of our goal is a committed relationship. We've had some hot and steamy conversations. Do you think it would be a strike against me if I slept with him on the first date?
No, you're grown. Grown. Do what you want to do. I mean, that's between grown people. I mean,
girl, listen. If you want a committed relationship with this person, just be willing to take a chance that he might ghost you. And I'm just being real. I'm just being 100% real. Because I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. Lamar's speaking from a male perspective. And I just want Lamar and all the men to hear this. If we sleep with you, we go together.
But I mean, they are ready.
I'm going to say that again. If you sleep with us, if you sleep with me, we go together. We together to get like, and I need men to understand this about women. And I know that's not true. I know men are more, I didn't say we go together, but I'm telling you, I'm telling her, if you sleep with him and it's not good for him and he don't like it or he don't like you, don't be mad if he walk away because you slept with him on the first date, because you grown and you get to do whatever you want to do. But just understand there's always consequences to your actions. And this might not be your forever man. So don't be mad when you give him the draws and it don't work out.
True. That's always a possibility, but he already sounds like a sucker anyway. So he wants to be in a relationship. So he's leading with, I want to be in a relationship. So go on and give him some. Yeah, you'll seal the deal.
Let me say, no. How many men say whatever a woman wants to hear to get the draws?
That's
so
true,
I'm just telling her, don't be mad. Because the chemistry is great. Y'all got a lot of stuff in common. There's one thing for certain, two things for sure. We as women give men way too much information. Of course he's going to agree. Oh, I like horseback riding too. Oh, yeah. I like going to the such and such too. I like doing that too. Oh, you too? Because we give men way too much information. And then we talk about chemistry. You don't know this man. You met this man online a month ago. Now, if you sleep with him, listen, again, we old. Just understand, and women have this problem, even older women like us, of thinking that once we give somebody the drawers, or once we sleep with them, or once we talk to them for a certain amount of time, they our boyfriend, or that's my man. No, no. So if you sleep with him and he disappear, don't be sending us no email talking about he ghosted me and this ain't fair. All is fair in love and war, boo. And if you give the man your panties, understand he don't owe you nothing. Just like these fly out girls and all of this other stuff, they get flued out and all. Listen, y'all know what you're getting flued out for. Y'all got to understand that these people just want some booty, and you got to take that chance. Again, like Lamar said, you grown. If you want to sleep with somebody on the first date, all of us, have at it. Just understand, don't nobody owe you nothing when that date is over.
I just wonder why at this age women protect their goodies so much, man. Y'all listen, the sand is going out of the hourglass to where a lot of women, you get attention and it just slightly just dwindles all the way off to where you're not going to have men chasing you at some point in your life. You're just not, and you're not going to be that. So have fun. Like this, you start living, guys. It's like y'all really don't understand getting over the age of 50. Like Deion Cole said, you got 20 summers. This is almost over for us. I'm talking about just the basic necessities to get up and walk around and be able to do functional things. And we are still in 2025 talking about should I sleep with him or should I not sleep with him? And you're 50-something years old. Stop.
No. There's consequences to your actions. And Al said, I was just trying to get in. No,
be responsible. Be responsible. Protect yourself. Go have some fun. You're like, you can't keep rewrapping these gifts, man. It's like, y'all give the gift. Y'all give it away one Christmas, and then 2 Christmases you rewrapping it. No.
We're not giving it away one Christmas. Listen, I'm telling you the mindset of a woman. If we sleep with you, we go together, because we're not just going around sleeping with people. Now, she feel like they didn't known each other for a month and we 50 and time is short and all that other stuff. You have to be mindful of, we're not rewrapping the gift. I'm not sleeping with a man on the first date. I'm not sleeping with a man I'm not in a committed relationship with. And this is just me. I'm not knocking nobody that's going around knocking boots. Because if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. But just understand, if you want a committed relationship with somebody and you not just knocking boots, or you not just giving it out, then understand you need to have that conversation with that person and not just sleep with them and then say, we're together because we slept together. And there's a big difference in rewrapping the gift. Every man that I've ever slept with, I got to know him first. And we were in a relationship. And I thought it was a forever relationship. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just doing it. So if that's how you are as a person and you value your body, then that's okay. Now, if you just want to be boning folks, just understand, don't be mad when they don't show up again. Knocking boots. Come on, somebody knocking the boots. I'm trying to tell you, listen, you can't just be knocking boots.
Like I said, everybody's different. I just know that, listen, I say it again. Whatever your age is, you got 20 summers. Think about that. You got 20 years to dance, laugh, drink, fuck, do whatever you want to do. It's over.
But just understand, if you're going to feel some kind of way and it's going to make you unhappy or disturb your peace because you got 20 summers left, don't do it.
If you're going to carry the guilt, don't do it. I mean, you got to be able to look at yourself in the mirror. Like I said, if it goes against your DNA as a person and your soul and you're going to feel bad, and, let's say you've only had 5 partners and you're 55 years old. Cool. Okay, that's fine. There's no problem. But it's like,
I'm just telling her, he might not think about you no kind of way. It might not be a strike against you or anything. just understand that after it's all said and done, y'all might not last 2 more weeks. Y'all might not last another month. It might be over tomorrow. So don't be mad when you sleep with that man. And then again, be on here sending us an email talking about he ghosted me and y'all said no. Just understand there's going to be consequences to your actions. So if you just tuned in, you're tuned in to Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. While you are here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thank you button below, and make sure you share with a friend because sharing is caring. Enjoy life the way that makes you happy. Absolutely. So we're going to get to our next question, which is, I clearly told my wife when we got married 7 years ago that when I retired, we would be relocating to Florida from the hustle and bustle of New York City life. She understood and agreed. I retired November of this year. I recently found a home in Florida that I love and I'm ready to purchase. Unfortunately, she's given pushback about leaving her family, especially her grandkids. She wants us to stay in New York. We clearly discussed this before we got married in capital letters. I'm going to Florida either way. She's suggesting basically a long distance marriage. She'll spend the school months in New York City to help her daughter with her grandkids during the school year and stay in Florida full time in the summer with visits in between. I'll be 59 this year. I basically work my ass off to retire at a reasonable age while I can still enjoy my life. I got married to have a full-time companion, not a part-time wife. I'm leaning toward divorce at this point. What would you do?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you got bamboozled, buddy. I mean, unfortunately, you went in with it. You went in it with the most honesty and a very, goal-oriented, plan, and he's executed it. And he's not asking her to work, and it's just time for us to move to the next phase. He's not saying you can't go back to New York and visit. Maybe you want to go visit a month and come back, or whatever the case may be. But not to go when you knew the plan from the beginning, I don't know, man. I mean, and those ain't his grandkids. So so he's just like, I'm ready to get up out of here. So
But she knew the grandkids was here when she agreed to marry him. So
listen, it sounds like dude got his dollars in the right way, and he can go to Florida, have a good time. So
this is the thing. Let me just say this to everybody on here who is married, who plans on getting married, who has a desire to get married. Nobody comes before your spouse. Not your children, not your grandchildren, not your parents, not your friends. Nobody comes before your spouse. You have become one. So your grandbabies, if they're the most important thing to you, then he has lost already. So, sir, if she is willing to be away from you for the whole school year, that's a major red flag. I want a man laying next to me when I get my man every night. No, I don't want you to be working out of town. If you have to go out of town, I understand. But that's a 1 day, couple day thing. I want my husband in the house with me at this age. We on the other side, like you said. Tomorrow's not promised. So she talking about coming home for the summers. You better go get some kids for the summer. If your daughter need help, she better hire a babysitter or with a daddy.
Yeah, where's that at? So I mean, it's unfortunate. He was my age, got married, and then put the plan together. And now he's at retirement age, and now the game's changed. He's got to go out and be single again. So
yeah, he said he worked his butt off to be able to retire at a decent age. So he probably been working since he was 15 years old. Like he probably ready to go get his house, his little boat, sit and fish in the sun. And they in New York, I know the cold in your bones. He ready to go get the sunshine.
Yeah, he's ready to enjoy. These next 20 years, 25 years for him gonna be nice. So it's just like, I don't know why she wouldn't want to go, but I don't know. He laid it out.
I miss my grandbabies. My niece moved to Africa. Like I miss them. Like, but those ain't my kids. So I think, there's again, as we always say, There's a final conversation that needs to be had because divorce is the last option. Nobody wants anybody to get divorced. There's a
Right.
serious conversation that needs to be had that needs to be, you knew from day one, before we got married, that I was going to Florida when I retired, and you knew when I was retiring. So for you to come to me and tell me that you're gonna come see me in the summer, no, because somebody else gonna be laying it, and I don't want to cheat.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Is like, now you're going to be apart from him for 9 months. What's that arrangement?
Gonna happen.
I mean, is he's not supposed to have sex? Like, come on.
What you think gonna happen? Like he gonna meet somebody at bingo or on the beach? Because we in Florida now, retirement homes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he might be moving into a nice retirement community. There's women everywhere. He's not gonna sit around and wait on you, and he might not even be planning this. But
Right.
it's better to make a final decision so this man could go on about his business and find him a companion and he probably will never get married again.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't get married no more.
He
You only get
probably
too
never
tired.
get married again because, unfortunately for the next woman, this woman made it bad. But have that final talk of, this is unacceptable to me, and this was the plan. And it's been a wonderful 7 years, and I would like for it to be until the end of time. But if you're not going to Florida with me, it stops here. I'll be serving you papers because it's either me or them. And nobody comes before the husband, and nobody comes before the wife. And that's that. So, bro, have that final time conversation. And if she can't cut loose, then you already got your answer.
We need some follow-up. We need some follow-ups to some of these questions, man. Like what happened? We just kind of like, what happened to them?
These folks don't want you in their business like that. They just want to know what you would do. So if you just tuned in, this is our What Would You Do segment. We answer our viewers' questions. And we're going to hit one more.
Let's go.
Let's hit one more. My husband is angry because I don't cook as much as I used to. It's just him and I now most of the time. The kids are older and one is already at the house, so I don't feel the need to cook every night like I used to. I never wanted our kids to be raised on fast food and microwave meals. Now that they are gone, we can go out and eat a few nights a week. Don't get me wrong, I still cook on a regular basis, just not as often as I used to. He doesn't trust the quality of restaurant food. He's a health buff. It's causing a major rift in the home. Any suggestions?
Damn. I'm like, I'm not a man who's fascinated with food. So I've never been that man where you got.
They sound like Italians.
Yeah, I don't cook. If I meet a woman, she was like, I cook for you every day. I'd be like, I need you to have sex with me every day. Don't focus on that. You focus on the wrong thing. So I mean,
that sounds like culture because Italians cook. Even the Italian moms, they still cooking when you go visit. They have food all the time. So I wonder if they're Italian. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is what I would say.
Go ahead.
Cook enough for the whole week. Take one day, you know what I'm saying? And cook 3 different things. Cook chicken, cook beef, cook spaghetti. Put it enough in the refrigerator that he can eat. Because health buff, they don't want it. Restaurants are dirty. If you're a true person that goes to the gym and you truly eat clean, you're not eating in restaurant. And there are people like that I'm not eating in no restaurant because they know restaurants, and I eat at restaurants. But the truth is they drop food. You don't know who in the back cooking. You don't know who's scratching their nuts. You don't know. You don't know in their ear. You taking a chance every time you eat out. So if you have a true person that's really a health buff, that don't really mess around with the health, and he had a health scare before, I get it. So like Al said, meal prep. And you'll alleviate most of this if you just make enough food.
Yeah, make enough. I mean, he's not eating leftovers or something like that. What's the expectation from him? Is it a hot meal every day? Like that.
This is what I said too. We teach people, we go into these relationships doing stuff. that we know we're not going to do forever. So if your kids were still there, you would still cook every night. So now that your kids are gone, you not going to cook because it's just your husband. You know what I'm saying? But we go into relationships as men and women, and we grow and we evolve, and the kids leave and all these other things. But there's some things that some of us are expecting for the long haul, like sex and things like that. So there's a compromise here. Like, just make his healthy stuff. And if you want to go out and eat, then you go out to the restaurant. He's not. So freeze it, all of that.
I mean, how detailed are these meals? I mean, it doesn't sound like she's working or anything like that. I mean, it's like, put a meal together in 20, 30 minutes. I mean, what's the big deal? So it's like, I don't know.
She was cooking. That's what it is. Either she is a Southern cook or she's an Italian. And Italians have different cultures with their women. Like, different cultures have different rules, right? And we talk about men, passport boys or brothers, whatever they are, going over there, because those women are cooking all the time. Like, different cultures have different rules. Now, Black women, ain't nobody cooking you shit every night. I don't know what you're talking about, but a lot of Spanish women cook all the time. They like cook a lot of beans and rice and chicken and all kind of stuff. So depending on who they are, I would like to know. I'm gonna send an email back. I just don't know if they're Italians or what their culture is. I know, because Black women, we not cooking every night. Like,
I don't even like food like that, and I think he's like self-sabotaging, like trying to make me fat. I'm like, I ain't trying to do that.
He's been used to this for years, right?
Yeah, he's used to it. But that's what I'm saying. It's because if say they're in their late 50s. I remember my ex-father-in-law. He worked for the post office, and when he walked through the door, he expected his plate to be on the table.
Right.
Like, that's what he expected. He wasn't trying to hear if you worked or none of that. But that's an old school way of thinking. And if they fall into that age,
right. Even some men that are, 55, 60 years old, they have those old school values.
Mm-hmm.
They not messing with modern women because they have these traditional values that when I come home from a hard day's work, take my boots off, have my food ready, and I'm gonna sit in front of the TV and I get the big piece of chicken, not the kids, because they don't work nowhere. So, ma'am, you could work this out if, like I said, make him some stuff that he don't have to eat out ever. Just fix his stuff, meal prep. So
make it simple meals.
Yes, make it simple meals. Just talk to him. Y'all need to have a conversation and just say that this is the compromise. Because she probably want to go out and eat. She wants to date. She wants to be wine and dine. She wants to have fun. Now, that's two different conversations that they're having. So if she wants to be dated and the kids are gone, they're empty nesting, she wants romance. So say that. That's a different approach. Say that to him and say, baby, the kids are gone. I'm looking for some romance, and then and let him know if the romance is done correctly, it will lead to more sex. So you got to incentivize it. And more meals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, have the conversation.
Yes. So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New U Nation Network YouTube channel. This piece of hair sticking up. What's nobody going to have me looking all crazy? Bad enough I got my baseball cap on. I'm in here hood style tonight, hood ratting it because my hair was crazy.
You pull it
out. So we're going to get to our next segment, and that is, let's sip on that, our celebrity relationship news.
A lot going on out
from the South Side. Jennifer Hudson,
yes.
Your girlfriend. How special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life. The friendship, the partnership, the life partnership, just the connection. Man, it's one of those things where you don't know truly like what true partnership and relationship is until you get there. And it took me some time maybe to grow and evolve as a person. And it's like those things you pray for and you don't get them until you're ready. And I think, whatever growing I had to do, it was the divine time in alignment when Jennifer and I started like being interested in each other, because we had been around each other before. We worked together before or something. But this was the time where we just felt and got to see each other.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
In that way.
They are still together. So I wanted to just say this. So let's talk about Common's dating history. So Common has been in a relationship with Erica, Tiffany Haddish, Angela Rye, Serena Williams, and Taraji P. Henson, and now Jennifer Hudson.
He likes dating C-list celebrities, don't he?
Oh. They're not C-list.
That roster's horrible.
Taraji P. Henson, she's not C-list. Erica Badu, they're not C-list. Those are.
There they are. Most white people don't know them. That makes you C-list.
Oh, well, do you think this is like, I've never heard him talk about the other women he was with, like he's talking about Jennifer Hudson. Like I've watched him and I've seen him flash in and out with these people because you see him because the paparazzi gets him. I've never heard him say my life partner. What do you think?
I just took it like, I don't know, he said a bunch of nothing. he did. I didn't get the feeling that he appreciates her, but I don't know if he's like, just like, that's my girl, I love her, we got a great friendship. He just didn't. I don't know. You can just look at a man's eyes when he talks about the woman that he cares about, if he does. And I just seem kind of lackluster. Like he's like, we good together, we kind of friends, and I respect her. It's like get to the point, dog. Do you love her? Like, does she make you tick? Do you want to marry her? What do you see? He's like, the more I watched, I'm like, what is he saying? So I started reading the comments, and all the women was like, blah, 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 blah.
Because he has a history of, he's a serial dater. So if you think about, we named like 6 women here. He's not that old. So you're
right. Yeah, he probably, I was a serial dater. That's the only way you figure it out. That's the only way you can. You got to date. It's like playing a sport and you don't practice. It's like, you ain't gonna be good at it. It's like, come on, you got to get out there and date. You got to get some reps in. So
I wish them well. I just think, that was in the news. A couple people sent that to me. I saw it come across this feed. So this is our celebrity relationship news if this is your first time here. So we wish them well. I hope that this is it for Common, because he doesn't have a good reputation in a dating scene. So if you just tuned in, you tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. And now we are going to get to a couple more things before we go. Now, let's talk about this.
Ooh, we knew that was coming.
Do you think this is another case of canceling him all the way across the board, or what?
No, I think his podcast will be fine. I think it's more of a separation of ESPN just doesn't want to be associated with it,
But it's over. He paid the girl.
Correct. So ESPN is owned by Disney. Disney doesn't want bad publicity.
Do you think it's because it was a black woman? A white woman?
I think it was just because it was rape allegations.
Oh.
So I think in any situation where there's any negative potential, I think that if I owned Disney, I would be like, listen, we got to separate with this guy. He's potentially going to hurt us. And because of that, you can't be mad at that. You have a business to protect, so it's there's consequences for everything you do. You settled, which means you kind of agreed with it, yes or no. So we have to appropriate and let you go, so you shouldn't be mad at it. I mean, he still has his liquor, he still has the podcast, and he's fine. He'll be fine.
I just hope it's just not a case of let's cancel another brother. But again, we have to, as Black men, can you just talk to the Black men? Because y'all just got to stop.
What I would
like,
okay,
you can get adult booty from anywhere, and it doesn't have to be adult booty 60 years old. You could get adult legal 44, 35-year-old booty.
Listen, just because you have money, just because you're a celebrity, does not mean that you have the ability to talk to women, to get them in your bed and do things. So guys, some guys don't have game. They really don't have game. And if you meet a woman that's savvy and who has an intention, which I don't understand all these celebrities, when they go into I would be so guarded. I just wouldn't allow it. You would be signing NDAs. I would be so buttoned up on it. I wouldn't put myself in this position. And the phone calls, how he's talking, he sounds like a sucker. So I'm not surprised by the outcome of it, because he doesn't have no game. There's no game with Shannon Sharpe. He's just Shannon. Most women are enamored by his body, that he got money, and that's it. So it's just like it is. So I'm not surprised with it. I knew it was coming. He's just got to make better decisions. If he has a thing for white women, okay, you got to be smart, man. And I'll tell any man out here, you got to start liking women that like you. Stop dealing with women that are just tolerating you. You know the difference. You have a woman looks at you a certain way and you go like, this woman likes me. And if that means she's not 21 years old and she's not this and she's not that, fine. I'm telling each guy, once you meet a woman that really likes you, them pretty girls, you stop chasing them. You really do, because you don't want to put up with that bad behavior. I would rather date a 6 or a 7 that love Lamar than a 9 who kind of likes me.
Wow. Well, there you have it, everyone. So Shannon Sharpe was fired from ESPN, and we wish him well. If this is your first time here, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New Nation Network YouTube channel. And if you're here, just hit the subscribe button. There's a button underneath that says thank you, and you can donate to us. You can bless us with a cup of coffee or some French fries or whatever you like to do. So hit that thank you button, hit the super button. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, because it helps us with the algorithm and it keeps us here and it puts us in more people's feeds. And we need that. So I'm your host, Trey Kearney. This is my co-host,
Lamar Hall.
You can follow us on Instagram. I'm at Trey Kearney. He's
MAR_T_HALL13.
And we are going to get to our next segment, which is our health and wellness segment, where we give you a health and wellness tip of the week. And if it is a health and wellness tip, if it involves anything, changing your diet, any kind of supplements, you need to talk to your doctor first before you change anything, because we are not doctors and we will not be responsible for your decisions. Lamar, what is your health and wellness tip?
So I am about trying to get my testosterone up all the time. So the foods I eat, things like that. So I was looking at ashwagandha. Didn't know a whole lot about it, but it is good for stress. And this is, for men. It improves your sleep, boosts testosterone. That's the number one thing that got me. Enhances muscle strength and recovery, and supports brain function. So I'm going to start taking ashwagandha tomorrow, and I'll keep you over the next couple of weeks, see how it works with me.
Awesome. So my health and wellness tip of the week is magnesium for leg cramps. So I bought some cream that I found. I won't give an endorsement because they ain't giving me no money, but I did find some cream for it helps you sleep. Magnesium helps you sleep. It's a natural relaxant. It will help you with restless leg syndrome. It will help you with cramps in your legs. So I've been using that magnesium on a regular basis for the last couple of weeks, and it has been helping. I haven't really slept through the night because I'm a person that wakes up at least once a night to pee. So I'm waiting for it to get me through the pee period.
Okay.
I want to sleep through that, but we'll see. But it is helping with the leg cramps and circulation and the sleeping a little bit longer. So try, magnesium, and it's a cream. It's not a pill. I don't like doing pills. So, and I wouldn't suggest anybody take magnesium because it was a pharmacist that told me once you can take too much magnesium and it could be bad for your heart.
I take it off. I take it off now.
Right. So you got to check with your doctor because they could check and see if you're low in magnesium. Like they could check for iron and things of that nature. But this is rubbed on your legs and it's a low percentage of magnesium. So if you have Charlie horses like I do, or if you can't sleep at night, it helps with those things. And it's a natural relaxing and it's a natural anxiety control. It helps you with your anxiety. So if y'all don't know, I've been having like extreme anxiety and it's been helping me. So, hey, thank you, Al.
Al. And Tacho. Thank you, Tacho.
Yeah, thank you, Al. And Tacho, hold on. Thank you, Tacho. Oh my goodness, thank you for the super sticker. We love y'all so much. Thank you so much. Al said vitamin D can help with the leg cramps or with the restless leg syndrome. And I have like a lot of numbness and tingling in my hands and feet. I'm trying to figure out why. But the magnesium has been helping that too. So what I'm going to do next week is go to the doctor and do another set of blood work to see if my magnesium is low. And I've been getting some sunshine on my hands and my feet too. Like just that vitamin. That natural.
Listen, we've been told our entire life the sun is not your friend. It could cause cancer and this and that. Not for people of color. Go stand in the sun, guys. Go take your socks and your shoes off and go stand in the grass and get you some sun for about 20, 30 minutes. You'll feel
that melanin. Yeah, you need that melanin in your system. So we want to just shout y'all out again. Thank y'all so much. Let me put that back up on the screen. Thank you so much. Tacho, thank you so much, Al. We really appreciate that. And we're going to get to our final thoughts right now. So, Lamar, what is your final thought for the people?
Listen, Generation X, I'm going to tell y'all again, because y'all ain't listening. Y'all got 20 summers left.
If that. Some people got one.
Think that. Some of y'all got less. So just add 20 to whatever age you are. That's you got 20. And life is precious, guys. People are passing away. I know we're getting older. I mean, a lot of people have been passing away. So it's just like it's just that timeline. And you don't want to have this life with regrets or saving it, putting it off for tomorrow or whatever the case may be. Whether it's a loved one you're not talking to. Tomorrow is not promised and the time is getting shorter. And I challenge each one of y'all, start living. Because there's going to be a day that you're not going to be able to move freely like you want to. I see my dad every day. He's 72 years old. He doesn't leave the house anymore. And that is my motivation to go to the gym. It's my motivation to stay moving and stretching and eating healthy, that when I'm 71, 72, that I can move a little bit better. And it goes quick. I mean, think 20 years ago, guys. That was 2005. It don't feel like that long ago.
No.
That's how fast 20 years will go. And you'll look up and you'll be like, damn, I didn't. Oh, I should have. And it's like, go on that date. Ask that person out. Go have some fun. Live your life.
On that first date.
Sleep on that first date. Get that old cootie up. But what nobody wants it. That cobwebs on it. Knock the cobwebs off that thing.
I'm going to slap you. Don't give the cootie up. Don't give your cookies up to everybody because they leave you with crumbs. Don't do it. don't give that cookie to everybody. Everybody don't need the cookie. Love yourself. My final thought. I forgot what my final thought is. Don't expect you from other people. Stop expecting what you would do from other people. Other people have their own agenda. And remember this, everybody is doing what's best for them. And you get to do what's best for you. And so many of us are giving, and mad when the person doesn't give. Nobody has to do anything for you. Nobody has to give you anything. Nobody has to operate on your terms. So stop expecting what you would do from other people. Well, if it was me, I would do it for them. That's your decision. And if that's what you would do it without expecting something in return. When people show you who they are, believe them. And your feelings will get hurt way less. So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the New You Nation Network. If you are here, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have not, hit that super button, hit that thank you button. We appreciate the people who have. Let's shout them out one more time. Thank you. Is it Taicho?
Tacho.
Tacho. Are we saying that right?
Yeah.
And of course, Al always, Oh, okay. And of course, Al always loves on us. So thank you, Al.
Appreciate it, Al.
Love y'all. And we will see you guys the next time. So we love y'all. See y'all next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. And again, you can find me on Instagram at Trey Kearney. And you can find Lamar.
MAR_T_HALL13.
And if you have a question for us, please email it to info@newunationnetwork.com, info@newunationnetwork.com, or you could send it to us in our DMs and we'll read it live on the show. So we love y'all and we will see y'all next week. Peace and blessings.